Okay, so what gap am I going to use for this test right here? Now, you could either go with a 5/32 or a 3/16. Personally, me, I like to stick to a 5/32 on anything that's 8 inches and below. Although, what I like to do too when it's a test, you could either do this, put one side a 5/32 and then the other side a 3/16. Why do I do that? Because it'll start drawing. Not a lot, but it'll draw some. And leaving extra room will help you whenever you're putting your bead in. Now, it's very important for you to look for that nick. Remember how we had a little nick in there? Where you tack matters. So look for those imperfections and try to cover it there on your tack, or put it in a place where you're not going to struggle. Like if you don't struggle on top, put it on top. If you don't struggle on the belly, put it on the belly. You have to know what you're working with and then determine where you're going to put your tacks. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the belly, and then I'm going to go ahead and tack on the back side here where my 5/32 gap is. And then I'm only going to put one tack, and then I'm going to bridge tack it on the other side, and I'll explain to you what that is. I'm going to be tacking it. I'm running about 110 amps. I'm using a 1/8 of an inch 78/6 wire. I'm going to tack the back side, maybe half an inch. You have to ask your inspector how much you can tack, and go on your first tack, especially if you're going to be using one, you're going to put it at the bottom. So if he lets you put a lot, put a lot. I like to put a lot because it gives you a base whenever you're starting, especially on that 6G position. After you put your first tack, you get your little spacer out, right? And then it's going to open, as you can see that right there. Now, that's bigger than 3/16, so you can hammer it down a little bit. Alright, so what is a bridge tack? A bridge tack, you know, a regular tack, you're actually putting the metal inside. A bridge tack, all you're doing is you're going to be tacking on the bevel itself. Now, some inspectors don't let you, it just depends on who it is. But I like to do this. Some guys don't put anything else. All you're going to do is be tacking on the outside. You're not going to be going on the inside. And then once you get to the top, you just grind it out. This just helps you from, you know, those two coupons joining together or closing together. Let me do that right now. So as you can see right here, I got the one tack right there, and then on the other side, I got the bridge tack. Now, the bridge tack can be ugly, just stay in the bevels or whatnot. And then from here on, you can look at it. Sometimes it'll draw on each side. You could either fix it, or you can start on the one that has the bigger gap, whatever it is you want to do. Now, we're going to go ahead and tack it on the 6G position. Now, let me tell you something. If you can do things that are in your advantage, do them, okay? Do them. And what I mean by that is, for example, I know that this tack's got to be at the bottom, right? Usually this side might be a little bit harder. Now, what I like to do when possible is instead of putting it dead at the center, I'll go ahead and turn it just a little bit. If I can, right? If I can get away with it, I'm going to do it. Now, I'm not going to put it a lot because the inspector might say something, of course. But if you can tack it right there, he's going to come look at it. If he doesn't say nothing, or if he doesn't say anything in the beginning, you know. Now, this is food for thought. I'm not telling you to cheat, not cheat or whatever. You still have to take the test, and it still has to pass. But instead of putting my tack dead at the bottom where I have to be struggling, right? This is going to be your tough side. I might just turn it just a little bit where it gives me that little advantage. Remember, you're testing, and they're going to say, well, you know what? You're not doing it the correct way. Bro, there are times where you do everything correctly, and I don't care. I know there's going to be inspectors watching me where they themselves have their own rules. They make up rules as they go. They fail you because they don't like you, whatever. So, this is the game. Don't listen to me. But that is what I do. If I can roll it a little bit, I am going to roll it a little bit because it's going to help me on this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tack it. I'll put the bead in on this side. I'll tell you what I do. Maybe it'll help you. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And thank you for watching.